Everything you need to put together a MauiSails Boom Front End comes in the kit. The individual parts are 2 spacer washers, 2 bolts, 2 different thickness of spacers, shims that go here, and then finally the spacer that goes inside here and the handle that you close with. So to assemble the MauiSails Boom Front End onto a boom, in this case we're using a MauiSails 100% carbon wave boom. First you would select the thickness of shims required depending on the diameter of this part across here. And if you have an older boom with slightly smaller tube diameter, you can use the 2.5mm shims that are provided with the kit. Or in the case of ours, you would use the thin shims, which are 1mm, and you install them thusly. With the broken side inside and the wider part towards the back. Then you have to take this part right here, and it's quite flexible. And those line up, and those line up. Just position that in there, you get a nice movement, you get alignment right here. Next we're going to install the lever, and that's pretty simple. It just goes right on there, snaps right in. Then I'm going to put in the first bolt, and you have to have this little washer, and you insert that in there, line it up so you can see it. Bolt in there. Go over here. And then again, we're going to line the washer up so we can see the hole all the way. And then put that in there. Just going to go right in there just like that. Use our tool. Always be sure when you put this part on that the side with the nuts is on the bottom. Next step. Then you're going to put this part in, which is the Mast shim. And that's going to go in there like that. And snapped over like that. Then we have this little rope right here. We're going to insert the rope right in here. We're going to tie a knot on the end of the rope. I use a figure of 8. That will pull in there and be secure. And then to close the thing, you're going to put that same rope into the side with the cleat and tie another little knot so that it doesn't come loose all the time. And then you're ready to go. Don't forget to put the MauiSails sticker on your bumper. Well, if you want to use this boom head on an RDM mast, we manufacture a proper shim that fits the length of our boom head perfectly. And you always want to use that shim in combination with this boom head on an RDM mast. This will ensure that the mast gets the most flexibility through the boom attachment. For those of you who don't have a MauiSails boom or a boom that has exactly the same arm diameter, you can use the 2.5mm shims. And if you're still short in diameter, it's probably a good idea to wrap that arm area with some carbon fiber and epoxy or something to bring the diameter up, and it also increases the strength in that same area.
I've already cut myself a couple of pieces of carbon fiber, and you can use anything. You can use fiberglass, chop strand mat, to build, just basically just want to build this up. I want to Rough it up a little bit with some sandpaper. Spread the epoxy out. Just dump the resin onto it. Get that nice and dry. Now, I'm going to peel this up. I'm going to take it. I'm going to wrap it around the front end. We're going to build up the thickness. Now what I'm going to do is wrap it with the electrical tape, which is kind of key because it gives it a good bond and it makes it a kind of a clean finish. And afterwards what we're going to have to do is check the diameter again and then possibly sand it down a little bit. After the resin dries, we're going to peel off the electrical tape. Now if you didn't put too much resin into the cloth, it should be pretty easy to take off and it will be really clean. Now you want to check the outside diameter. 40, actually exactly 40 millimeters right there now. You can also check by putting the shims on. As you can see, it's very close. In fact, I'm not even going to sand it. So that was actually a perfect job.
Well, once you get into the range where you can use these thicker shims, you're able to put one of these boom heads on any kind of boom that has that cross arm structure.